Valmiki Ramayana, Bala Kanda, Book 1. Sarga 52. VAS'ISHTHA'S feast. Right glad was Vishwamitra when he saw the prince of saintly men. Lo, at his feet the hero bent, and did obeisance reverent. The king was welcomed in, and shown a seat beside the hermit's own, who offered him, when resting there, fruit in due course, and woodland fair. And Vishwamitra, noblest king, received VAS'ISHTHA'S welcoming, turned to his host, and prayed him tell that he and all with him were well. VAS'ISHTHA to the king replied that all was well on every side, that fire and vows and pupils throve, and all the trees within the grove. And then the son of Brahma, best of all who pray, with voices suppressed, questioned with pleasant words like these the mighty king who sate at ease. And is it well with thee, I pray? And dost thou win by virtuous sway thy people's love, discharging all the duties on a king that fall? Are all the are all thy servants fostered well? Do all obey, and none rebel? Hast thou, destroyer of the foe, no enemies to overthrow? Does fortune, conqueror, still attend thy treasure host and every friend? Is it all well? Does happy fate on sons and children's children wait? He spoke, the modest king replied, that all was prosperous, far and wide. Thus for a while the two conversed, as each to each his tale rehearsed. And as the happy moments flew, their joy and friendship stronger grew. When such discourse had reached an end, thus spoke the saint, most reverend, to royal to royal Vishwamitra, while his features brightened with a smile. O mighty Lord of men, I fain would banquet thee and all thy train, in mode that suits thy station high, and do not thou my prayer deny. Let my good Lord with favor take the offering that I fain would make, and let me honor, ere we part, my royal guest with loving heart. Him Vishwamitra thus addressed, why make, O saint, this new request? thy welcome, and each gracious word sufficient honor have conferred. Thou gavest roots and fruit to eat, the treasures of this pure retreat, and water for my mouth and feet, and boon I prize above the rest. Thy presence has mine eyesight blessed. Honored by thee in every way, to whom all honor all should pay. I now will go, my Lord, goodbye. Regard me with a friendly eye. Him speaking thus, Vasishtha stayed, and still to share his banquet prayed. The will of Goddess son he bent, and won the monarch to consent, who spoke in answer, let it be, great hermit, as it pleases thee. When best of those who breathed the prayer, he heard the king his will declare. He called the cow of spotted skin, all spot without, all pure within. Come, dapple skin, he cried, with speed. Hear thou my words, and help at need. My heart is set to entertain this monarch and his mighty train, with sumptuous meal and worthy fare. Be thine the banquet to prepare. Each dainty cute, each goodly dish, of sixfold taste, as each may wish. All these, O cow of heavenly power, rain down for me in copious shower. Viands and drink for tooth and lip, to eat, to suck, to cough, to sip. Of these sufficient, and to spare, O plenty giving cow, prepare. Wow, beautiful. Valmiki Ramayana in British translation, 1800s, by Ralph Griffith. Footnotes 63:1. Divine personages of minute size produced from the hair of Brahma, and probably the origin of that small infantry warred on by cranes. 64:1. Sweet, salt, pungent, bitter, acid, and astringent. Absolutely beautiful. Description of a meeting between King Vishwamitra with the saint Vasishtha, with the hermit, yogi, sage Vasishtha, where Vasishtha wants to offer a feast to the king and his soldiers, his army. Beautiful. Jai Valmiki Ramayana ki jai. Ciao.